So in lesson 46, we're going to talk about conjunctions. And so this is a fairly simple lesson. Won't take too long going into it, but we're going to talk a little bit about exactly what a conjunction is. So if we wish to designate numbers that are greater than 5, we would write x is greater than 5. And if we wanted to designate a set of numbers that are less than 10, we would say x is less than 10. Now, if we want to designate a set of numbers that have to meet both of these, we would write 5 is less than x, which is less than 10. So it's a set of numbers that have to meet both situations. And in this case, this is what we would call a conjunction. Is a grouping of two conditions, both of which must be met. And that's exactly what a conjunction is. So in example 1, it says draw a number line and graph the solution 5 is less than x, which is less than 10. So 5 is less than x, which is less than 10. Now remember, when we talked about graphing inequalities like this, that an open circle is equal to less than, greater than, and then a closed circle equals anything that's less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. So in this case, we have less than signs. We know it's going to be an open circle. So it's got to be something that the number that's got to be greater than 5 but less than 10. So what we do is we're going to put an open circle on the 5, an open circle on the 10, and we're going to just basically color the line, everything in between. So anything in between, anything greater than 5 but less than 10 is going to solve the equation. So example 2 is going to say draw a number line and graph the solution -2 is less than x, which is less than or equal to 4. So now in this case, we have -2 is less than a number which is less than or equal to 4. So as we talked about previously, the less than sign is going to be an open circle, the less than or equal to sign is going to be a closed circle. So what we're going to do is we're going to find our -2, we'll put a circle over the -2, and then we're going to find our 4, which is here. And since this is less than or equal to, we're going to color in the circle on 4, and then color everything in between. And so this is going to solve our inequality of -2. Every number in between -2 and 4 is going to be less than or equal to. So -2 less than x, which is less than or equal to 4, and this is how it's graphed. So for our final example, write a conjunction that describes the graph. So as you can see here, we have a graph of 0 and -5. And you can see that our -5 is circled in, and then we have an open circle at 0. So what we need to do in order to write this conjunction is we're going to first just put our numbers down. So we have -5. We know there's going to be an x here for our conjunction, and then 0. So now all we have to do is just fill in whether it's less than or equal to or less than. So since we have a colored in circle, we know it's going to enclose or encase -5. So we know it's going to be less than or equal to -5. And then since this is an open circle, it's simply going to be less than. So this graph shows -5 is less than or equal to x, which is less than 0.